Welcome, everyone. Happy New Comic Book Day. My name is Chris, the Comic Vet. Hope this live stream finds you safe and well. Well, a lot of things have happened in pulp culture over the last week or so. Comic books have been pretty good. Last week's drop was excellent. This week's drop is excellent again. We've had the final half of the second last season of Stranger Things drop. Ms. Marvel came out today. We won't be talking about that one, but we will be talking about last week's. We'll be talking about The Boys. And Rob, why don't you come on out? Rob mentioned that today, Clerks 3, the trailer for Clerks 3 dropped. We're going to watch that in just a few moments. And everyone that's in the chat, we will show the trailer and we'll talk about it, because if you're into pulp culture, you're pretty much into Kevin Smith, and I'm sure Gary B is a fan of Kevin Smith.
Absolutely.
I'm sure Digger Jim is a fan of Kevin Smith. Taylor may not be a fan because,
He's hit or miss.
Yeah. Anyways, gentlemen, nice to see you all.
Taylor's favorite was Jersey Girl. It's the highest rated movie on Taylor's list of.
I like Jersey Girl. I thought it was okay.
So did Taylor.
It was not good.
It wasn't a tour de force.
And I think Rob and I are the only two that like the one with their daughters that I know of.
Oh, Yoga Hosers.
Yoga Hosers, yeah.
I love Yoga Hosers. Oh my God.
It's awesome.
I don't know why. Well, I do, because it's an homage to Full Moon Studios.
Right.
And when I first watched it, I was kind of like, oh wow, there's something about this I like. What is it? It kind of reminds me of Full Moon. And then I saw the interview with Kevin Smith, and he's saying, yes, it was an homage to Full Moon Studios. And I was like, oh, yes.
Yeah, I grew up on Full Moon Studios. I love that shit.
All right,
Full Moon Studios also not good.
Well, nobody ever
about good.
It was just an homage because, hey, even crap needs an homage now and then, right?
Sometimes you just love a B or C level, even the D level.
It's like a D plus horror. They were really bad.
What was their biggest film?
Doll Man, probably Puppet Master, Doll Man.
Yep.
Trancers, yeah. Then you had some various Dracula-esque movies and
Doll Man versus Demonic Toys.
Yeah, Subspecies. The avocado women in the avocado
Amazon women in avocado jungle.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, and something about
quite the handle.
Prom girls in the slime bowl-orama or something. And
okay, Paper Girls looks fun, Miss So.
Anyway,
yeah,
let's
say
talk
hello
Paper
to the Girls.
Let's say hello to the
Full Moon
chat.
Studios, when they're going out, I was able to buy all their laser discs for $1 a laser disc directly from the studio. So
you overpaid, Rob.
Yeah,
Join us. Georgie
on
Shop
Tubi,
and Drop. Happy New Comic Book Day. Go ahead, Gary.
Oh, I'm sorry. On Tubi, the app, they have a Full Moon channel. Where it's all
nice.
Full Moon movies.
Nice.
Do they pay you to watch them?
If you ever watched their Dr. Mordred, it's a very fun Doctor Strange knockoff.
Anyway, speaking of Doctor Strange knockoffs, I saw on social media earlier today that someone had made like a pimp version of Professor X when he shows up as a part of the Marvel Illuminati in Doctor Strange, where he comes out on a ramp and he's like doing Tokyo Drift and he's spinning around. And
that would be cool.
Yeah, but I'm sure it'll. You guys will see it eventually. I think maybe it came out today. Let's see. Cat Fan Comics Man, thanks for joining us. Let's see. Ms. Zoe has joined us. Paper. I haven't seen it. Have you guys seen it?
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer.
I haven't seen the trailer either, and I love Paper Girls.
I didn't read it, but I think I'm gonna steal my brother's because I think he has the trade.
Paper Girls Boom. Was it Boom Studios?
Image.
No,
Image.
Okay. Brian K. Vaughan.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sure it's.
Well, the problem with Brian K. Vaughan is his shit doesn't translate well to television.
Well, let's see. Maybe they do a good job.
I'm sure Why the Last Man was Brian.
Why the Last Man was a great cure for insomnia.
Right. Anyway,
so was my calculus teacher in college.
Yeah. So are most of those full moon studio movies you're talking about.
Man, that wet blanket must be getting heavy down there, Taylor.
Oh, Taylor, I want to let you know I need to return my hat. It doesn't. Its creator sucks.
Wow.
That's fine, Rob.
So
Take it
Taylor,
up
when's the I
like
Hate
department,
Everything
20-100
t-shirt coming out?
each.
I like good things, Gary. I'm just a discerning person.
You hang out with us.
Oh, all right, we gotta watch Clerk 3 because I gotta see if Rosario Dawson's in it.
Okay,
There's a
well,
flash.
let's not
flash.
spoil it, Rob. Let's not
Oh,
spoil it. Let's not spoil
Okay.
it. Okay. All right. Since Gary wants to see it,
She
His
doesn't
finger
dance,
cuffs
That's the
Gary.
only reason.
let me. Am I
You just
doing this
paste the video.
correctly. Rob, I may need your help.
Oh,
here.
it's pretty good so far.
Gary is on fire, ladies and gentlemen.
He's ripping it,
Jesus.
isn't he?
Even a blind squirrel gets funny twice a year.
Rob, I
Yeah,
need you to
your second
save
time's
me.
coming
Oh,
around, I
gotta
hear.
try to find it.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, you're right, Gary. It is.
Like it.
Somebody got a fresh haircut and is feisty.
About 10 minutes ago, I finished cutting it, Taylor.
Yeah.
It's smuggy as hell here, and I just couldn't take it anymore. It was all time to come off.
Yeah, all that length.
Right? The funny thing is, I could grow it all out, and I just don't.
Yeah, I've had that look before. It's not a good look for me. I do not have an attractive skull.
I don't have an attractive anything, so there is no good look for me.
Okay, I get it logged up here. So everybody,
Well, we might as well just keep making fun of each other because it's more entertaining than watching Chris struggle with.
Right. Oh, we're almost there. We have a backdrop. I already like it. He's got a Devils jersey on.
Somebody get over!
back to the
That's how we
roof.
did it in the 90s, son!
Can't catch my breath, man.
Really? Should I try mouth stuff?
What is this, a Tinder date? Get off of me. Oh, shit.
Mr. Dante! I need an ambulance at the quick stop!
Saved my life, man. Wish I had a life worth saving.
What are you talking about?
Sit around and watch the same movies over and over.
I always thought you could have made a cool movie.
You're right. I'm living on borrowed time. No more watching movies.
I'm gonna make a movie!
What's the movie going to be about?
It's about him working here.
Meta.
Everything in the script is something either me or someone I know said.
I'm not even supposed to be here today. Maybe Jay and Silent Bob could be characters.
Jay and Silent Bob are like C-3PO and R2. They've been here since the first movie, which was the last time they were cool. But they've been with the franchise so long, they still give them cameos and put them on the lunchboxes.
Snifty Booches!
Please tell me
I believe in you. You should put in that stuff you used to say about the Death Star contractors.
Get sued by Disney? No way.
Now that's what I call acting!
Take off your pants.
What the hell is this?
I added a scene where you get shot.
I'm not letting you kill me off in the third act. What if there's a sequel?
A sequel? What am I, a hack?
I think it needs more weed.
I think it needs more weed.
Meta.
Yes.
Funny, but not enough Rosario Dawson.
For the trailer.
Or finger cuffs. What was the actress's name?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. She was in the last movie.
Biggie, thanks for joining us.
I don't know.
Six Face. I liked it. I thought it was all right. Oh, of course I'll see it. But,
Yes.
Yeah.
I am a soldier in the View Askew Universe Army, I suppose.
And
He's making PC commercials
yeah.
now that make fun of his Mac commercials, Miss. So
yeah. Well, he had a cameo there, did he not?
yeah.
Yeah.
He was the doctor. Pull your pants
Right.
down. Yeah.
And I'm sorry,
He
Comic
was-
Journey, you're wrong.
Right. And he was in that.
He's really not.
Clerks 2 was great.
Clerks 2 was
2
a
was
movie.
good. Come on, the whole donkey scene, like, come on.
Forget that. Gary and I know why it's great.
Yes,
Rosario
he is.
Dawson.
Yeah, her dance scene was great too.
Exactly.
Jackson 5, like, come on.
Clerks
A
1
boo boo
was great.
boobs. A boo boo boo.
Yeah.
I liked Mallrats.
Yeah,
Mallrats
that's
was
great.
good too.
That was just
I think Dogma probably might be my favorite. Just the whole
Dogma's-
scene at the end where was it Matt Damon's Angels just dropping people?
Yeah, I mean, Dogma is great in its own right. I actually really enjoyed the last one, the what was it? Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't
really-
seen that
really
one.
I really kind of enjoyed it. I thought his Kevin Smith's daughter did really, Harley Quinn did a really good job as far as acting in her dad's movie.
If Kevin Smith ever learns to like actually competently direct, he'll be dangerous.
Well, he
he's
doesn't
really
need to,
good at.
though.
He's funny. He can write good
Yeah.
stuff, and he's good at just setting a camera up and letting shit happen. But he doesn't really.
He doesn't need. He's made a decent enough living for himself.
Oh yeah,
Being a pop culture icon, commentary on other stuff, and making small budget movies where the expectation of the studio isn't very much, and he turns a profit. He'll turn a profit. Yeah.
Like Chasing Amy was good too. Like that.
Yeah.
that movie I was
Yeah.
thinking of. That does
Chasing
not
Amy
age-
was good.
It does not age very well.
No, but
No,
no.
it did not age very well, but it was good for its time.
Yeah.
It was.
That's
What was it like when they it was the third, what was it, Jay and Silent Bob, like the third movie
Strike
where
Back?
they go around like at the end just punching
That's
people out.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah, they're like, you're on the list. That's the
Yeah.
best part of the movie right there for me.
Right.
Oh, I don't know. Seeing Mark Hamill show up. Go,
Well, that was funny
Cocksucker.
too.
how'd you get that name? Oh, that's a funny story.
I don't know if I saw that one either.
I will agree. Biggie is correct. Yep.
Yeah,
Sure
he
did
did.
mess
And
up
Val
Mouse's on you.
Kilmer.
Messed up theme, man.
Yeah.
Well, the whitening Geyer that he wrote for Batman might be the worst Batman story of all time, too.
Well,
Yeah, and his
Wasn't
Daredevil
his
one day
Daredevil
before that
run
was all
received
right.
okay though?
Yeah, the Daredevil run was okay.
It was all right.
Yeah, and but yeah, the widening gyre was just.
The funniest thing I ever heard is when he does what is it, Die Hard #4, where he plays that hacker guy, right?
Yeah.
And he tells the story about how basically Bruce Willis is at a point in the movie where he's like, he's looking at the scene. He goes, "No, we can't do it this way," and he gives so much shit to the director. He's like, "This is my movie. I am the movie. You either do it the way I want it, or not." And the director got really pissed. And he said, "Hey, fat boy, you go with this other guy and write out what I want." And they rewrote that whole part of the movie. And the whole time he's like, "Oh, I love Bruce Willis, man. He's so awesome." But then he gets Bruce Willis with and he just can't stand him because he won't listen to anything. He's on the shoe is on the other foot now, and he's like, "Oh crap, this guy's
him and
not
Bruce Willis
good."
recently made up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, after Bruce Willis was diagnosed, him and Kevin Smith talked, and they both apologized to each other and made up.
Well, it probably helps that Bruce Willis can't really speak anymore.
Right.
Well, you're saying language.
Yeah, and Kevin's like, I wasn't sure if he was suffering from it back then. Like Kevin, it's on YouTube. I watch it. He gave like a 14-minute speech about Bruce Willis. It was really like touching.
Well, for Kevin Smith, that's a short speech too.
Yeah.
True.
And he's not afraid to put himself out there, which is something I've always respected about him.
Yeah, I've seen Kevin Smith speak a few
I think
times.
Comic Journey wants to jump on the panel, Chris.
Someone send him a link then.
That's so hilarious. Somebody, one of the threads that DJ Link was posting, somebody replied to like Kevin Smith something about, "Oh, sounds good. Like, oh, I wish I could see it, but I'm got stage 4 cancer.
Yes.
I'm not going to make it." And Kevin Smith replies back, says, "I can help you to see it sooner." I'm all, this just seems, this is the plot of Fanboys. it's, all, it's like some.
Yeah. It's Miss Sola's right. Glad to see that they buried the hammer. Or buried the hatchet. But it's Kevin Smith was dragging his name for a while afterwards, and the whole BWT thing is real. That he shows up on Bruce Willis time, even though there's hundreds of people that are making a film, waiting around for the actor to show up, and he just strolls in whenever he wants. What's the word I'm looking for when all the comedians gather around? Oh, the roast of Bruce Willis was very eye-opening about how Hollywood looks at Bruce Willis. But he puts butts in seats. Let's be honest. Like The Rock is kind of taking over what Bruce Willis did. You attach Bruce Willis to a movie,
anything.
Yeah. They show up.
Take any script they show your way with a wheelbarrow load of money.
Yeah.
Well, the last like 25 or so.
Cage.
Yeah. The last 25 Bruce Willis movies are pretty much Full Moon Studio equivalents.
He's either a cop or a detective, right?
Yeah, Bruce Willis was the AC/DC of the movie studios. You just put out the same thing over and over and over again, and people come out and rewatch it. It's all good. Doesn't mean it's bad, not enjoyable. It's just repetitive.
I mean, the last quality thing, and quality still questionable, that he probably did was Sixth Sense.
I was thinking Moonlighting.
Yeah.
Wow. Come on. Pulp Fiction was okay, but he didn't have a lot to do in it.
Plus, he made Fifth Element after Moonlighting. So
I should have an homage of myself.
Oh, what was the I See Dead People movie he was in?
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense,
yeah.
Which is the running joke I always say whenever I go and rewatch my wedding video. Is like, it's watching an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I see dead people.
Joffrey, thanks for joining us. The one thing that I really struggled with about The Sixth Sense was his toupee. It was just so cheese. It's so bad.
Well,
anyways.
Hollywood's done a lot of shit, but they can't figure out how to make fake hair look good on pretty much anyone.
Including Superman.
Yeah.
But anyway. Or remove hair at least.
Yeah.
But speaking of, so we're getting
hair, mustaches, toupees, or suit comics.
TJ,
it's best for everyone if we ignore G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Wait, was Bruce Willis in that?
Yeah, he was Rupert, wasn't he? Or he was
General? Wasn't he General Hawk or something?
He might have been Hawk. I can't remember.
Yeah,
he's like
Duke.
the general.
I like Hudson Hawk too. I thought Hudson Hawk was funny.
No, dear fucking God, man!
Come on, that's the singing one, right?
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Come on, Gary.
It's one of the great campy ones.
How about that? How about that film where he did with Scott Bakula and freaking where it was? I don't remember what the fuck that movie was. Now I got to look it up. Had a lot of girl with naked titties, that's for sure.
Okay,
ladies and gentlemen, it's not Comic Journey.
Oh, it's Comic Journey running stoplights. I've missed this.
Oh, and I liked Red too.
Oh, Red was good.
Okay, Red was all right. Yeah, but he had Malkovich backing him up.
Yeah, that was
I don't know if I can.
he's got a cast of people.
What the hell?
He was good in Sin City.
I'm trying to get that gone. I'm trying to get that gone. I'm going to try to get that gone. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Color of Night. If you want to see a lot of nudity, or you want to see Bruce Willis's Wang.
Oh, that's right. He was the original G.I. Joe. That's right, DJ. That was even more ridiculous.
All right, should we talk about comic books, Chris, or what?
Yeah, let's talk.
Let's just keep Bruce Willis in this shit.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to talk The Boys.
Yeah, let's talk about The Boys. Just we'll give it a hot minute. I think right now, for pop culture and comic book based movies of the last, or comic book based TV shows of the last, say, of this year, I think The Boys is the best one so far.
It's fun, and The Boys does cliffhangers really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to like Soldier Boy or whatever, but my God, he's such a great asshole, Captain America. It's not. It's not even funny. It's so well done. And yeah,
Smokes that weed and everything. He's like, we don't need more weed. That just made me down.
The that character or that superhero, all they have to do is look at you and it traps you inside your own skull kind of thing and bad memories.
And what an ending there, huh, with him.
Yeah, that's like now we know what we can do with the shield.
And were you excited to see Kumiko get her powers back?
Yes. Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying it.
I'm like 100% invested in her and Frenchie.
Yeah. Yeah. Jim, your thoughts?
I've been loving every episode just for the the shock factor. It's like DC versus vampires. Gives me that shock factor. And,
we'll get into that.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'd say it's the best thing in the world, but I just because what's coming. They're going to do something big. But that twist at the end definitely was like, oh no, what are they going to do now?
For a little shocker.
Jim's brother has joined us, Brother John.
Hey, what's up, John?
And Shop for Comics.
Yeah, it makes it leaves you really wondering about the next episode, doesn't it, Jim? Like you're like, oh my gosh, what a revelation! Then you're
I
like,
just keep coming on here and having it getting spoiled for me every time I show up on this panel.
I didn't say it. I just said there's a twist at the end.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how it plays out now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
to me, I'm actually enjoying what the boys, what the creators are doing. They're kind of following that Walking Dead formula. We have the original work in front of us in the comic books, but we're going to trail away a little bit for certain things just to make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more relevant to 2022, because the boys is actually a little bit of an older story, as we all know.
It's their multiverse version.
Yeah, and I this pound for pound, they keep putting up season after season,
and I like Starlight's arc this season is great.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Huey and Butcher. Obviously, they're becoming addicts at this point, so we'll. I think we got maybe 1 or 2 episodes left. I know we got one more episode for Ms. Marvel, which is next week. Today is the 5th episode. Next week is the 6th episode. Then that's it for that one. And I'm still banking on we're going to see Brie Larson at some point. Again, Ms. Marvel, much like the boys, I'm enjoying it. Obviously, total different flavor, total different recipe, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. But again, it's a whole lot of fun. We got a lot more choreography with Red Dagger, which in the comic books, Red Dagger is a singular person, but in the TV show, it's a group of people. Yeah, and the fight scenes were really cool. And yeah, it's I know some people are really panning on it, but for what it is, it's an entertaining show for a character I don't know much about.
Still completely charming every episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we're finally getting in the meat and potatoes of what's going on here. I would assume something's going to come in there eventually. I don't go for the boys for the story. I go for the shock value. That's just me.
Jim slows down for car accidents, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
I thought there's been a lot of character development this season, though. Like Homelander's gone through some stuff, and most of the main characters, and
Huey,
when he got
Butcher
goes back in time to look at his past and his father and everything,
and his brother.
So there's stuff. There's a little substance there.
Yeah, it's actually a good time for comic books. Let's be honest. As much as we can sit around here and pan things or love things, it's such a good time to be a comic book fan.
I did have one question about the boys though, because I never saw it stated in this season.
Yep.
You got the head popping girl. She cannot pop his head. Is he immune to her?
Homelander?
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, I thought that she could.
Because why hasn't she done it yet?
Yeah, I don't know if she can or she's chosen not to. I've been trying to figure that out as well.
I only watched the first season of that good Canadian show Titans. Did you guys follow up on any more of those seasons?
I watched all of them. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame nobody would go to their booth and get a picture or anything. When we were at GalaxyCon, I was like, how can nobody want to go over and get a picture? They're so cool. But yeah, I don't know. Not my thing.
All right, let's please Rob and let's talk about New Comic Book Day. So my
Yes,
haul
everybody
was
please me.
my haul was okay, and I like I said at the top of the stream, today was a good day for comic books, at least for me. And we got a couple franchisable characters that showed up, and the return of my favorite series so far in 2022. But this is not it. This is just Amazing Spider-Man #5. I'll be looking forward to when Zeb Wells moves away from Tombstone. I'm not particularly a fan of this arc. I thought we were going to get a little bit more. I thought maybe we were going to get one of the goblins since a glider was involved early.
But if you had to choose between him or Nick Spencer, who do you go with?
Oh,
Neither.
no. We call back JM. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name.
It's very easy, Gary. This series, this story ended in 5 issues.
Oh wow!
Well, and also they dropped news this week that Slott and Bagley are coming back to do an ongoing Spider-Man series as well.
Yeah, different book. Yeah,
Yeah.
The title will be Spider-Man. So
Totally.
Which like McFarlane did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, it reaches that level of storytelling greatness.
Right.
Or at least a very homageable cover.
Yeah.
Chris, please carry on, sir.
Captain America.
Captain America 1, Sentinel of Liberty was actually pretty good, so I'm looking forward to this one. Taylor may have a different opinion.
I didn't read it. I don't care about America.
Okay. But the one thing I can say as a guy who rides a motorcycle, do not ride your motorcycle in snow. It's not safe. Take this from a Canadian. It's not safe.
But he's got 2 lights on to light his way.
Well, that's just one.
No,
I think a reflection.
It doesn't matter if that snow is 1 inch thick or 12 inches thick. Either way, I just don't.
Right?
They don't make snow tires for motorcycles.
A real American would ride in snow.
High speed cornering on snow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess I'm not a real American.
Yes, at least that's what your passport says.
Right.
DC versus
Finally, it's the return of DC versus Vampires, the ongoing or the true miniseries. We've had 2 one-offs in between issue 6 and this particular issue. Issue 7, one featuring Damian Wayne. The last one that came out last week featuring Harley Quinn. Now this has returned, and I read it because I can't control myself when it comes to this particular miniseries. And let me tell you, it carries right on, right from issue 6 into 7. We get to see what the vampires have done to the planet Earth since they won the first war, or pardon me, since they won the first battle, and now the war carries on. There's just a handful of DC heroes left. None of the Justice League are a part of it. They're all on the other side. And what happens to all the Kryptonians in this particular issue is fascinating to watch. And I'm not going to spoil it anymore. I know Jim is a big fan of DC versus Vampires as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I am loving it. Anyways, I see Brian has popped in. Happy New Comic Book Day, my man. Mad Spidey, quick hello back to you. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us. So DC's franchise has a Canadian at the helm. Thumbs up, thumbs down, guys. I think it can only go up from here. Everyone's got a certain level of respect for Chip Zdarsky, right? But I picked up just the normal cover. My LCS Retro Rocket Comics, which is based in Cambridge, Ontario, has the 1 in 50. Rob and I were talking about it backstage, and I may go visit them, pick it up again. Poison Ivy 2. Poison Ivy 1 was terrific as far as I'm concerned. I'm glad that with Poison Ivy, we have a villain doing villainous things. It's not her being an anti-hero a la Deadpool or the Punisher or Deathstroke because it's DC. It's her trying to ruin the world. And looking forward to it. Yeah.
I thought she was trying to get her powers back or something.
Well, she's got something, let me tell you.
All her powers are back.
All right.
So I know basically everyone on the panel here and a lot of the people that are watching read comic books in the 80s. This is probably one of the coolest homages I've seen this year. I showed Rob, and I think he kind of agreed with me. But for 2022, this might be one of the coolest homages, like I said. If you read comic books in the 80s, you know what this homage is. But this is Joker 15 with a modern homage to the Killing Joke. As you can see, he's actually holding a cell phone, not a camera this time. And he does have a DC little pop socket on the phone there.
Did Bullen do the cover on that?
Yes, he did.
So he's homaging himself. He's turning into McFarlane.
So would you call it an homage then? If it's since it's Brian Bolland doing it,
Or
Bolland?
reimagining, one or the other.
Reimagining.
You just call it an artist that ran out of ideas.
I'll tell you, interestingly, just so
Artist has
everybody
a
knows,
mortgage to pay.
if you take a if you're looking at the upcoming over the next several months, there's going to be in addition to some
Angel
facsimiles for like Detective 27 or whatever coming up. There's going to be on Harley Quinn side, there's going to be a series of issues that do homages to the classics. So a Deck 27, a Batman and Robin, first Robin. There's going to be a homage to Killing Joke cover. So there's going to be like 4 or 5 months in a row or issues in a row where you're going to have these different homages on the Harley Quinn title, which look pretty good.
Okay. I'll probably pick up the Killing Joke for that as well.
At least take a look at them.
So this is the Joker 15. This cover is fantastic as well. Snow globe. Yeah. Another potential cover of the week is the Todd McFarlane Less Spawn. I believe this is Carlo Barberi doing the cover as well. You see Spawn ripping the heart out of someone right there. Like, my God. These Spawn covers have been terrific month after month since Todd kind of left the character. Is that the right thing to say? Anyways, Guilty Pleasure. It's just a lot of fun. I know Taylor enjoys it as well.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more simple than DC versus Vampires, but again, Firepower is just a lot of fun. You don't have to put much thought into it. Just look at the pretty pictures and they're fighting. It's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my new comic book day. Wasn't that expensive? Kind of expensive, but not that expensive. Like I said, I kind of felt like this was a great week, at least personally, for stories I've been waiting for. But yeah, just say using a cell phone. Yep, like usual. Okay, it's hard to argue. Carlo Barberi is hell of an artist.
Yeah.
All right, Robert.
Hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Show us what you got.
Well, we always start
with the franchise.
That's right, Spider-Man. I was tempted to pick up the B cover. It looked really cool, but I was next month they're going to kill me with their freaking issue 900. So,
is that next month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a Legacy $8.99.
Start saving, everybody.
Well, that's a $10 book, easy.
I think it's actually an $8 book, is what I saw.
That's just for the cover A only.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. The other franchise, of course, you had to grab Batman.
Biggie was sold out. You're saying No Panther sold out.
But I always get the A and the B on Batman, but Jim Lee, you gotta get Jim Lee Batman, right?
Yeah. Brian's saying it's $9.99 for the ASM.
All right,
makes sense.
So it's not $10. It's a penny less.
Penny less. I see what you're doing there.
So the 1 in 25.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
and that's
I like it better in black and white.
Yeah, I didn't grab the 1 in 50. I looked over the one at my shop, and
Los Crucius.
I'm not a super fan of the foil covers. I feel like I have to immediately put gloves on and slab it and everything else. And I was looking it over, and it had some issues with the back cover, and I was like, forget it. I'm not paying what they're asking.
Rob, can you hold that Jim Lee back up again?
The Jim Lee one?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that is terrific. Yeah, Angel's correct. Yeah. I actually didn't see Robin there.
That looks like Jim Lee's homaging himself too, though. It kind
of looks
like
at this point,
Jim, you good down there, buddy?
I don't know what's going on.
At this point in life, I think any Batman done by Jim Lee is an homage to his own work because he's done Batman so many times. But I will pick up a Batman Jim Lee cover every single time if it's an option. Yeah. So, Batman Beyond. For when it comes to the Joker, actually, the Batman I really wanted to get was the design variant one, but I was unable to locate that at my shop. Didn't have it. It seems. Joker, I just got the regular A cover on it. I didn't see either of the covers that you had there, Chris, for the Joker. Right. But I was able to get the incentive variant.
Oh my goodness. Is that the 1 in 10 or 1 in 25?
It's 1 in 25.
Who did that one?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
That's some funky anatomy on Bane, though.
I'll pull it up right now, Rob.
No, yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, it's
all shoulders, no hands. Like that's
like it just goes.
That's the Joker as well.
Yeah, it's Joker 15. It's the incentive variant. I don't see any. Oh wait, there is a name in there.
So
March.
It is. Damn ad. Gilliam March
or whatever.
Yeah. Gilliam March. 1 in 25.
Yeah.
My goodness, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's good too.
That cover.
Is that Arthur Adams?
I forgot to pick that one up.
That's got to be Arthur Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
I knew.
Actually, I'm looking at it. So I'm trying to. This lighting in this room, like glasses, I almost look like I see the stegosaur on it.
A little bit chopped, just a little bit.
This might be a stegman. It looks like Arthur Adams, but it's got the stegosaur on it.
Okay.
In the
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can get the.
Okay, I thought that was Arthur Adams' signature. You're right. That's
maybe.
Yeah, that's Stegman. It's Stegman.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but so yeah, the Strange Academy is the final issue, as I understood.
Yeah, they're rebooting it in the fall.
Well, Angel, it looks like you may have upgraded. She's saying that she used to
be a
guy that looked like that.
And then I do have that. I don't have it here. From all this that came out, I did order and have coming to me the Alex Ross Batman 1 in 25, or sorry, Batman 125 variants, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. It'll be signed by Alex Ross. So
very cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
from Ross the Boss from his website.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Ross the Boss, baby.
The master. Like, it's hard to argue. Gary, my man, did you get to visit Rhino today?
I did.
My friend, show us what you got.
All right. So we are going to start off, of course, with my franchise character, one of them, which pretty much is like your Spider-Man. It depends on who's writing, and usually it's not anyone any good, but you stick with them anyway. But this one
Drew the Wanderer,
an eBay buy, and Blackthorn Publishing did a few of these. They did a Cull, they did a Solomon King, which I have on the way, and they have a Red Sonja as well.
3D.
Oh, I wonder what parts of 3D.
It kind of has a She-Ra vibe to that cover.
Yeah.
Rob is on fire today.
Hey, quick shout out to our man, Southern Comic Geek, who will be this week's Slab Hub guest.
Nice.
Right on.
And then we got Red Sitha, issue 3. Then we go with Savage Tales.
Oh, yes. So we got all the franchisable characters on that cover right there?
Well, this is the better cover right here.
Wow.
Agreed.
Calamari.
Yeah.
Some young octopus. Yeah.
Then we have the reprint, but they're calling it a first print, and I don't know why. This book that was out 8 years ago, Red Sonja #1 by Gail Simone and Walter Giovanni.
Is that
a very heralded run of Red Sonja? One that I don't particularly like because as good a writer as Gail Simone is, I don't think she did a good job on that particular run of Red Sonja.
Can you hold that cover back up again?
Yeah.
Is that Jenny Frison or am I wrong?
I don't know, but I can probably find out. Usually they have it listed in the back. Let's see. Because Dynamite usually has all their covers listed.
All
And-
400 of them.
Right. But not this time. But let's see. By art.
Yeah,
It
biggest saying
does
as
not tell
possible.
us.
Just looking at the eyes, I thought it may
No
have been
fish.
frozen. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up after. But I wouldn't be surprised, Chris.
Gary,
have-
before you carry on, Jay's got a question. Did you get the Comic Tom box with Samurai Sonya in it?
I did not.
Okay.
I
Did
just
you
I
end up
wouldn't
getting
to
the book?
pay a box price for one cover.
Okay.
I can probably get it off eBay at some point. Saga 60. Fun
Saga.
cover.
Very cool. Are you enjoying the return to Saga?
I am. The daughter's a great character. Then we got Dynamite Never Dies, the Lucio Perillo cover. And then we have one of my favorite TV shows. And I also get all the 4-issue miniseries, and I always have one-off specials, and this is one of them. So, Stranger Things Summer Camp, featuring the 2 cops that are in the show.
Summer camp.
You know, the writing's never the writing's always par. You get to spend time in these issues with characters you enjoy, and the writing captures the characters. It's got its limits of what it can do because you can't mess with the TV continuity. So
Right.
but as long as you understand that going in, you can have fun with it. Avengers Forever #7. Is this an ongoing or a limited?
I don't know. It's a weird ass book.
It is weird. Gary, Jay is saying that he has one and it's headed your way.
Oh, thank you, Jason. Strange Academy 18. One of my favorite series in the last 2 years. It's just
If that book isn't in,
Marvel magic.
this is what I have a problem with my LCS. They had no Marvel, and if that isn't in my pull box, somebody will get shanked.
Yeah, and mine didn't have the other cover, which I wanted to grab, but and for some reason I grabbed 2 copies of this by accident. But there we go. Jane Foster Thor #2, and then of course, to finish it off, my all-time favorite franchise character is of course Conan, and we got King Conan #6, the 2 different covers. Now there has not been one weak issue in this whole thing. If you guys have never read Conan and you read this 6-issue miniseries, Jason Aaron, Mahmoud Asrar just absolutely kill it. It's amazing. The writing's incredible, and the art is way above average. Like I said, Mahmoud Asrar is the best Conan artist since John Buscema.
Wow.
In my opinion.
That's saying a lot.
That's nice.
So there you have it. That's my haul.
Very cool.
That's
Jim, let's talk DC versus Van.
okay. Can't wait to read it. Don't
Yes.
spoil it. Absolutely love it.
Oh, everybody dies, and Soldier Boy's a badass, and there's a zombie version of everybody spoiling everything for everybody.
I wasn't sure I was going to get this, but they actually had. All I got is DC and Indies.
Ooh, that's
right
a
now.
good cover.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is the what'd Mark call it? Like the movie.
Oh, okay.
It's the movie character. It's the character from the
So,
movie coming out.
Yeah, it's Hawkman, right?
It's Hawkman.
it's
Yeah.
Is Shazam in there?
No.
Shazam.
I don't know. I haven't seen. I haven't looked at it.
Shazam?
No
Shazam?
Shazam. Flashpoint Beyond, because you need that if you're going to be reading the Dark Crisis, which I have that book. That was supposed to be next. Dark Crisis. This was I think the variant for it, because the other one looked totally different, and I just like the variant better.
That is a cool cover, Jim.
Yeah, that is.
I thought it
well
was.
done. Yep.
Yeah. Batman 125. And then I got this one because he was actually being nice and not charging $1 million for it. So
Anyone ever see the new Lost in Space on Netflix?
I did.
Yeah.
Kind of looked like that, didn't it? Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. It kind of looks like the robot.
Yeah. Robot.
Deathstroke.
Love that series, by the way. It was awesome.
Me too. Twig. I think Twig is kind of fun. So I picked up another issue. I think this came out last week, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get my books last week, so 8 billion more people.
Been optioned
Now-
already, right?
Yeah. This one is Dogs of London. It's it's an aftershock, and I got Dogs of London #1 when in Heroes Con when we were standing there and Mark was talking this guy's ear off about We Live. He looked over at I was
Right.
looking at the books and I said, "Can you tell me anything about this Dogs of London?" And he told me a little bit about it. I said, oh, "Okay, maybe I'll get it later." And he's like, "Hold on." And he goes, "Here, take this one. It has a ding in the corner." I couldn't find the ding in the corner, but he claims it was,
That's what
in
she
the
said.
upper, so I took it home and read it and really liked it. So I saw issue #2 and was
And
like,
that's a great name too, Dogs of London.
yeah, it's all based in like the 60s. It's at a different time. And I'm liking it. So I picked up #2. And the last one, just because I think it's a sick,
Oh yeah.
The Best of Godzilla. I'm a big, we're Godzilla fans on this. We're Team Godzilla.
Yeah.
Screw King Kong. And this is a bunch of different
Yeah.
stories.
I'm team
Godzilla.
Zilla too.
Con
You know.
over Zilla.
So, Gary B, you can boot him out now. So it's like a bunch of different, Godzilla in Hell, Godzilla Legends. It's a bunch of different stories. But I saw that and was like, I got to get it. And that's it. That's all I got.
Comic Journeys joined the panel. How are you doing, my man?
Well, I'm doing fine now that I got on. For some reason you guys were for trying to find a way to block me from coming on before. I don't know what was going on.
We keep picking Jim, and he keeps making his way back. Too.
I was trying to jump in, then I was getting thrown out. Then I was jumping in, and I was getting thrown out. Hey, be nice. How you call it?
Take it from a guy who does stuff in the car. It's not always easy.
Hey,
Taylor.
I was on
Like
there
in the
nicely.
back.
What the hell was going on?
Taylor, my man, show us what you got.
Twig #3. I think this is a Scotty Young variant cover. I think.
Are you about done with this?
All right. Bertman wishes it was a Vertigo comic.
What the hell is going on with your screen?
I don't know. It's like softcore porn, isn't it? I don't know. It always happens on
Yeah,
Christmas
you're-
channel.
I think Google's trying to cancel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I flickering on your end? Because it just looks really fuzzy on mine. But
Yeah, it's like you put
well,
Vaseline on your camera.
yeah. Not the camera, just everything else in my life. Little Monsters #5.
Oh,
I
Burt
thought that was
Reynolds.
over.
Keeps going.
Yeah.
Heavy Metal Drummer #6. This is the end of this one.
Like the Vaseline squishing
Bonjour,
around between your
Gene.
toes and your
Yeah.
boots.
Astronaut Down #2. It's a weird sci-fi book.
Was he?
It was weird.
Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor #2. Variant cover.
You enjoyed the first one, didn't you?
Yeah, this one's not as good.
Oh, okay.
The Closet #2. James Tiny Onion.
I didn't know that came out today.
Eh.
Meh.
That's what she said.
Nah.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah, Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Fucking weird book. This is a really weird book. Carnage. It's French for I'm done with this book.
It's got some great covers, though.
This is the awkward title, same cover as Jim's, but what is it? Black Adam, The Justice Society Files, Hawkman.
Yeah. It did have
That
a big
is a
title.
good cover, though.
It's a good cover, shitty book, but and Firepower. So yeah,
Firepower is a lot
and
of
I
fun.
missed. There's like 4 books that like my LCS got in late that I didn't grab. So like Saga, Once in the Future, Stillwater, and Strange Academy. So
Have you been reading Firepower?
yeah, Firepower is awesome.
Yeah.
Is it really? I have the first 12 issues, but I haven't read it yet.
If you
Yeah.
want just like a fast-paced martial arts action, basically action movie in book form, just read Firepower. I mean, it's not deep. It's not going to change the world, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
He does do that, Biggie.
I figured it's a Kirkman book, so it's going to go to quadrillions of dollars at some point or another when it gets optioned. That's why I bought the first 12. So maybe it's worth reading it.
I don't know if it would get optioned though. Like I could see Invincible obviously, and they did a good job with it. And Walking Dead is The Walking Dead, but I don't know about Firepower.
And then you'd have to, then you'd have the big debate of what's his first appearance. Is it issue 1 or is it the free comic book day?
No, it's a trade paperback that came out before either of those.
There you go.
Yeah.
CJ, did you hit your comic shop today?
I actually did. Believe it or not, this is the first time in a while that I actually hit a comic shop. But before I show you something, I guess you want me to show you something. I have a commentary for you. Commentary for you. So here's my question to you: Are you? I know that there's a few people in this panel that are actually very logical human beings, and you have like good, good mental prowess, and you understand things and that kind of thing. But for the most part, is everybody a little drugged up today? Because I heard up a little bit. I heard a little bit about all the ranting and raving about Clerks 2. Clerks 2. Oh my God, it's glorious. It's the greatest thing on earth.
Who said glorious?
No, nobody said any of that.
No one said glorious. I said it was good. I said it was good.
I said Rosario's Dawson is good.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson is good, but the movie was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah,
unless you are super drugged up. I just want to make that clear to everybody.
That's why there's Neapolitan. You can have any one of the three.
No? Oh yeah, he agrees. Clerk sucks. Oh yeah.
You know what sucks?
Kool-Aid. He saw he saw Clerks 2 and he busted right through the wall, right out of the movie theater. It was that bad.
You talk about an addict. Look at Kool-Aid Man's face.
Yeah, look
at that guy's on something.
Oh yeah,
we're talking about a guy that just destroys people's homes, going through a wall.
Lots of sugar.
He's got anger issues. We got him in therapy. He's doing better. He's doing a lot better. But I guess I'll show you guys some books. I guess this is the first time in a long time I actually got.
It's Remy Q, baby, and he's in Canada again.
You want to see what I got?
They have Papa John's in Canada.
It's called Chris. It's called Northern Exposure.
I thought it was Canada.
No, he's got his shirt. He's got his shirt off. It's Northern Exposure. Come on.
I've read that issue of Boards.
Yeah. This is by far more valuable than any new comic that came out today. By far, leaps and bounds. I got my boards, and then I got some comics. All right, I got comics, and part of my comics that I got were look bags. I needed those too.
I didn't like those.
They're valuable as well. So then I got this thing. Look at this thing. I don't know what the hell it is. Starhenge. Anybody knows what this is? Starhenge #1.
No, never heard of it.
It's Liam Sharp or whatever.
That's why I got it, because I heard nobody talking about it, and it looks pretty cool. So I got this cover from one shop, and then I made multiple shops, and I got that, and then I got this Prodigy thing #1. Supposedly this is good.
It's a great band back in the 90s. No,
supposedly it's good.
I saw them live.
I got The Closet. I haven't read it yet. But I have a feeling it's about like something like about somebody coming out of the closet or something like that. I'm gonna find out soon when I read it. And then I got a Uncanny X-Men 255 because I found it for $1 and I got it because I needed it for my run. So that's
and
why.
A good fire cover.
Yeah, well, it's a great cover. Great cover. Hey, I told you he's a little tipsy. Then I got this because my freaking LCS guy guilted me into freaking buying this thing. He said, I saved it just for you. I'm like, well, why? Because it's $20. I'm like, well, how do you make me think that I want it? He's like, oh, you should get it. It's the ratio. I'm like, oh, what a douchebag. Now I got to buy this thing because I got to buy this just to get him to save other stuff for me. So I bought it. It's not the one with the fold over thing. This is like a virgin variant with no fold over. So is that
what book is it?
It's something killing the children. Something. I don't know. It's like 20 something. The latest one that they have. And
24.
I don't know what anyway. And then I got this off the wall. As Guardians of the Galaxy, because I liked the way it looked. It showed a zombie Thor fighting this lady.
Angela.
Angela. She's fighting this lady, and that was pretty cool. Now, I want you to notice something. I want you to notice something very clearly. You see all these books, they're not in plastics, and they're not in bags of board. Okay? That's from Comic Shop 1. I didn't get a lot. Then I got this thing from the other shop, Batman 125, and it has this cover. Why? I don't know.
Sketch cover.
So you can draw on it.
It's not a sketch cover. What is this supposed to be?
A sketch cover.
That's a sketch cover.
I could draw on this with no problem and not making people angry at me.
Just
All
don't
right.
use a silver ink. It won't show up.
Then I got another one of these by accident. So great. I don't know. I got to give it to
I
somebody.
missed out on a copy though.
Did you really?
I did.
You really? Did you really? They don't have these in Canada?
No, I'm just saying I just missed out on it. I wasn't aware it came out today.
Oh, really? If you have a hard time, let me know if you get it because I have an extra one apparently. Apparently, well, I don't, whatever. And then I got this thing, Little Monsters, and I don't know why I got it because I have the first 4, and it has like little Mickey Mouse people on it. So I was like, all right, let me get this. And Astronaut Down, is that good? I got the first one. I don't know. I didn't read it yet.
It's weird. It's a weird ass sci-fi book. So if you're into weird ass sci-fi,
speaking of weird ass, how about Miles Morales? What if? How much weirder can you get than these stupid books? The only reason I get it because I got what if. I like what if. I'm hoping that this pays off for some reason. I like what if, and then this Patrick Todd, number 1. There's something wrong with Patrick Todd.
It's no relation to Sweeney Todd.
Does anybody know if there's what's wrong with him?
Looks like his brain's blown
Jimmy
up.
broke it down pretty good on his Small Town Collectibles channel on his thing. So plug for Jimmy. He controls criminals to steal for him. He mind controls them.
Okay,
that's pretty cool.
I thought he was just getting snapped away by Thanos there, even to the Aftershock universe there.
I'm glad I got it then. Yeah, I like a good diabolical character, so that's good. And then I got Star number 1 for $1. Why? Hey, be careful. All right. I got Star. Why? Because I got this weird fetish of getting all the Image number 1 books from that original run of Image books.
Never even heard of that one.
Yeah, hey, that's exactly why I picked it up. I saw him like Star. Who the hell's Star?
Gary, that may have been year 2 for Image when Star was released, like late year 2.
All right. Now look at carefully. I got this from my first 2 shops. Okay.
Looks like Miles Morales.
These came from my first 2 shops. Okay. No bags and boards. Nothing. Now I want you to look very carefully. This place gave me 10% off. The first place doesn't give me any percent off. And this, my last place, which is my original comic shop that I started revisiting again over the past few weeks, gave me bags and boards plus 20% off.
Nice.
And I got a copy of this Batman since I got the other one. I don't know if I could draw on it or not. So I got one of these so I could read on it. And I don't know. So I'll see what I'm going to do with the other thing. and then I got a Saga. This is a pretty demented comic, by the way. Have you guys started reading this at all? I just recently started reading this.
It's always been demented.
Yeah, it's kind of warped. I didn't realize that. I thought it was like some kind of like, I don't know, girly comic or something by the name Saga. I'm like, I don't know what the hell kind of it is. It's really messed up kind of a book. It's really actually really good. I'm getting into that. And then I got this Jane Foster Thor. Not because I like Jane Foster, but I like this homage to Journey into Mystery, number 83.
Yeah, solid.
I like that a lot. I like it a lot. And then I got a strange. You notice the bags. Notice the bags. It came with bags. All right, he doesn't tape them for me, but he gave me bags, and he puts them in backwards. But beggars can't be choosers. He gave me bags at 20% off, so I'm really happy about that. And then I got the other cover of Star Hinge because I have the Virgin. So why not have this one? Because I have to be a completionist. And then I got this because I don't know. I got the other little monsters thing. And it had the little Mickey Mouse people on it, and I don't like the Mickey Mouse people on it. And that's the only copy that the other shop had. And they had this one, and they put a bag and board in it for me. And it wasn't more than the cover price. So I was like, you know what? I'll take it. And then I picked up these 2 Amazing Spider-Man filler comics.
Hold on. What issue numbers are those, CJ?
I got 171.
Yep. Nova.
Yep. And then I got 225. This one was $5, and this one was $3. He gives me a discount on top of them. I think he put the 20% on there too. But I
Very
don't know.
nice.
Let's just call them $5 and $3.
Very nice.
Not bad though, right? Can't go wrong with that.
Nice haul, my man. Nice haul.
Yeah, nice haul. This is my compilation of the past 3 weeks or 2 weeks. I'm slowly stopping buying new books. I don't know. I'm getting sick of them. There's too many freaking variants. I'm only going to buy a handful of books going forward. I'm going to be very selective, and if there's covers that really get my attention, I'm going to start buying them. But I'm kind of sick. I'm kind of sick of all the crap that I'm reading right now. I'm enjoying the old crap. Oh, look at this naked guy, and with a Canadian flag on the back. Look at that. You just got you just cut my rant off with that image. Like what are you? Oh my god.
Look, Remy prefers not to wear clothes other than stuff that's sponsored by Spidey's powdered tumblers, and I hope he is feeling well today. If you guys aren't aware, but is his name Jose?
Mm-hmm.
Jose has been stricken with Bell's palsy, and so, my man, if you're watching this or if you catch us on the rewind, we're thinking of you. Hope that you're having a better day today.
That's
awful.
awful.
But yeah, Spidey's powdered tumbler is one of the nicest guys in the comic book community, and Remy knows all about that. Now, Remy, my man, your wife has been hanging out in the chat. Actually, she's still there, and Remy is not afraid to show a little bit of skin on my channel. He has graced my channel from the shower before.
Mm-hmm.
But Remy, show us what you got in comic book, please.
I've got nothing.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
and
thank you. I literally, I just want to. It's a hangout.
And he's hanging out.
I don't want to get kicked out. That's the
Literally.
only thing. I told you I would come.
I got a question for Remy. Are you truly that hairless, or do you wax? Well, like look at that smooth skin.
It's
that
like
you
a
have on
dolphin,
you.
baby. Like look,
Oh
what you
my
see
God,
is
look at
all
that
you get.
smooth,
Everything else,
sexy skin you got on yourself.
smooth.
Yeah.
Well, he's straight out of the Jello bath comic journey.
Jesus, you got me.
I had a
I lost
complex
the
as a
word.
kid because I was like, "Am I ever gonna get hair?" And then, like, as I got older, I was like, "Oh, you have to shave."
Naked, afraid, and smooth.
Yeah.
Make it freaking smooth.
Look at that silky smooth skin on it.
Every now
Oh,
and then I
man.
get one chest hair. It'll come in, and then I'm very proud of that one.
Yeah, wait till you get that one gray hair that comes out of nowhere, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing everywhere. Wait till that happens. Wait till that happens. You're gonna love that. You're gonna have a real good time. That. Rob knows all about gray hairs. Look at his lovely chin. You know, I'm getting like halfway there. I'm all salt and pepper now.
But back to Jose Spidey's powdered tumblers, everyone. I saw that on his IG today. Everyone, if you're not subscribed to the man, why don't you go check out his Instagram if you want to wish him well. Bell's palsy is a son of a bitch. Hopefully it doesn't last that long with him. He did talk about briefly, I don't want to tell his story, but because he put on social media, he talked about the fact he has to now cover his eye when he needs to sleep. That's how tough that he's having a go with this particular bout of Bell's palsy. But again, like Remy knows, he's actually one of the finer dudes, and he's got a hell of a logo. My God, as a Spider-Man fan, I'm pretty impressed. But I'm gonna go around the horn for everyone that's hanging out in the chat. Just give us a few more minutes. Let all these handsome fellows tell you what's coming up on their channel. Remy, since you're the last to join us, why don't you tell us what's coming up on the Remy Q Studios channel and what you just dropped when it comes to that big con that you just hit recently with your wife. I watched that.
Yeah. We had
a
haul review from Heroes Con.
Yeah.
So check that out, and tomorrow we'll have Let's Talk About It.
Very cool. Scott, my man, hope that you're doing well. Taylor.
8:30 Central Time tonight. You get to hear my thoughts and prayers about all of these brilliant comics. And then tomorrow I'm revisiting one of my favorite comics of all time, Cages by Dave McKean. Next Monday on Unboxing Match, Unboxing Match. It's Max Comics is joining me. So
Very cool. Very cool. Gary, what's coming up on the
Next
Gary B
week,
Casual Comic Guy
I
channel?
got to touch base with Chip Getler because he's supposed to be on the 10-1-1, but I don't know if he's going to feel up to it yet with his recent COVID diagnosis. So
Mhm.
I got to reach out to Chip, see if he's still up. If not, I'll get a fill-in guest and we'll get it going.
I own clothes, but I just don't want to wear them.
Remy's
That's
always
a-
got the
That's a comfortable shirt, brother.
Oh, it's
I'm telling you.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I love it.
good quality.
I got one of those at Heroes Con, and yeah.
Jimbo, what's coming up on the Digger Jim YouTube channel?
At 9:00, a video drops, and you can see how I got this Pez and many other things. So go check it
Whoa.
out. It's I won the grand prize in War Machine Punisher's 100 subscriber giveaway.
Oh, very cool.
nice.
So there's a lot of cool stuff. He sent me a massive box, and I also show some whatnot pickups from Mr. Alan May. If you are not checking Alan May out on whatnot, you are missing out because he has a fun whatnot and has pretty decent books. Taylor's been on there a bunch. He'll tell you.
Yeah, don't follow Alan. I don't want more competition.
I want more competition. I just want Taylor not to win. So come on, and
I'm just
There
talking
you
about
go.
the sudden death. It's already hard enough to win a book in his auctions as it is with sudden death. But
I like the sudden death. So they're not sitting there jacking it up every 10 seconds.
yeah, well,
It sells for what it is.
Rob,
some
my
of us
man.
need the jack a bit there, Jim.
So, some of us
Oh,
just
this is
wanna be able to actually get a
going off
chance
the
at it,
tracks again.
not let it go to whoever has the fastest IP.
Yeah,
Rob, what's coming up on the Rob Fat Stacks Old Comics channel?
Well, tomorrow's Thursday, so there'll be a box opening. As a matter of fact, it'll be a Comic Mint mystery
did.
box.
Thank you.
What do you get for $55 in a Comic Mint exclusives mystery box? But more importantly is Saturday, where of course Chris the Comic Vet will be joining me as we're joined by the Southern Comic Geek on as he comes on to show off some of the slabs on his second appearance on the Slab Hub. So that's right, your chance to win books and more books, mugs, other things.
And you can only get the magnet from winning on your channel.
The magnet and the now
Bookmark.
Slab Hub bookmark.
Hold on.
where you-
Let me
Man,
let
I
me
got to
dig
give
you-
you one
let
of
me
these.
jack you. a
Yeah,
little
you get
bit
the
there.
Slab Hub bookmark, which on the other side you can have facing up either your friend Chris or your friend Rob.
I like the way you put it this particular time, Rob. I like the way that you did this time. Comic Journey.
Oh,
Where
well,
are you going to be appearing next, sir?
well, I can't guarantee where I'll be appearing next because I have a tendency of just popping up here and there and everywhere. However,
Like a gummy
However, I'm not the type of person that likes to self-promote. I don't like to do any hashtag look at me. It's not never about me. It's always about everybody else. But I actually have some really important announcements to make. A really important announcement. First of all, Kool-Aid Man will be my permanent co-host on every single show that we do on the channel from this point forward. Yeah, we kind of got into contract agreements for the next 3 years. And he's going to be my Kool-Aid slave for the next 3 years, and he's not moving. He's that's it. That's it. He's done. He's obligated to me. He's indentured. But even more, and all joking aside, I'm actually going to be doing a couple of videos that I think everybody should really look into. If anybody's watching and purchasing on whatnot, I recently had a little bit of a tiff with a whatnot buyer. A little bit of a tiff.
No.
Yeah, and I got banned. Why? Because I called him out on his crap. I'm using nice words for you because this is Canada. We don't curse in Canada. But on my channel we do. But on we got into a tiff and I got banned because I called him out publicly on all this crap on his chat in the middle of the auction, and he banned me. And then I actually went back on. And he didn't even correct the mistake that he was making. And it's a whole big thing. I got into it a little bit in previous videos, but I'm going to be putting up a couple of videos where I actually recorded a few screens. Like I actually did an ongoing roaming stream showing how either moronic he is, how ignorant he is, or how much of a con man he is. I don't know. I'll let everybody decide what make their decision of what the truth is. I think it's a little bit of everything. But I want to point things out. Like there's a lot of douchebags out there. Oh, I'm sorry, Canada. A lot of not bad people, a lot of bad people out there that are out there that are trying to get over on buyers. And you know what? You know what? I got a voice. I got a voice. I got no problem. I got no problem pointing out douchiness. No, I'm sorry. Bad stuff. Bad stuff. Not douchiness, but bad stuff. So I'm gonna make a point of actually put this guy out, and I'm going to put out a couple other people that are up to nefarious type of dealings. So that is actually something going to be a community thing, not for me to self-promote, not for me to actually get an outrageous kind of response, just pointing out and showing to you how crooked some people are. And that's all. That's it.
CJ,
You're going to throw him over the top rope?
What?
Hold on. No. CJ, you going to drop that on your own YouTube video?
Yeah, that's going to be on my.
Okay.
That's going to be something coming up, and you'll see. I already got a couple of hints in my live streams because
cool.
I've been on edge about it. I've been a little bit irritated. I also got an eBay the debacle that's happening with a guy that's trying to screw me out of $2,000 book. That pretends sent me something that I'm going to give everybody an update about that once I get it resolved with eBay. I'm actually recording everything and putting everything together. So I'm going to call out people that are trying to screw people over. I don't like that. You know, it's one thing to be a jackass and I'm sorry, not a nice person.
You're pushing your luck with your language.
Yeah, I know. This is Canada.
No, shut up.
So, oh my God, look! Let me get right under. Look, Gary, look at me. Look.
All right, Remy, what do you? Remy's been patiently waiting with his hand in the air.
Look at Gary's arms. Look at Gary's arms.
Just to comment on Comic Journeys thing, because I know exactly what he's talking about, and I actually agree with you. The annual was Gambit's first appearance, so we can end the debate.
Debate's over.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Arthur Adams was the original artist for Gambit. No ifs, ands, or buts. Scrooge.
Full panel with dialogue.
Gentlemen, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. And everyone that's been hanging out in the chat, thanks for hanging around for a little bit over an hour. And yeah, make your way over to Taylor Winder's channel. He'll be dropping something in the next few moments.
Well, in an hour.
Minutes. I don't know what time zone. Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, again, happy new comic book day. Stay safe out there, everyone. Happy belated 4th. Happy belated Canada Day. And we'll see you again next Wednesday for New Comic Book Day. And I'm sure they'll be butchering Spider-Man again. Good night, everybody.
Good night.